Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a fridge slash freezer clean out. And to be completely honest, what inspired this video was a Coca-Cola busted in the freezer. Leave it to me to record this video before I cleaned it up. This is a no judgment zone, so I don't want to hear anything because you know that it's happened to you before too. I went grocery shopping today and I was putting this stuff away and I noticed that one of my tomatoes was going bad, and I was like, you know what? I need to clean out my fridge. I need to clean out the freezer because that Coca-Cola went everywhere. And I don't know if this is a trigger warning or a fair warning or a beware, but it's bad. And thankfully it's only in the top drawer freezer. I'll show you in a minute, but I have two separate drawers. And so it's only in the top one, thankfully. But then the bottom freezer, everything is so chaotic. I know that I had mentioned I was not going to buy any storage containers slash like organization containers in the month of January. And I'm holding true to that because it was so tempting today while I was at Walmart to go ahead and grab the pieces that I needed, but I didn't do it. So what we're gonna do today is I'm going to clean out my fridge from top to bottom. I've already started pulling out a few things. As you can see, I have a really bad tomato here. Let's get started so that I can see what needs to go and what needs containers. And I'm gonna have to probably pull out my measuring tape. So let's go. Okay, Fluff is gonna join me. Here is the mess. Okay, and it actually looks a lot worse because this is in here. This is coffee. But here is the explosion spot. Everything that's over here was over here. I do keep different little random things, and all of this has the Coke thrown all over it, so I have to wipe down everything. This needs to be completely cleaned out. This is frozen blackberries, and it was stuck down there. See what I mean? Totally disgusting. I've been totally lazy. That's a frozen banana waiting to make banana bread. But then here is this one down here, and it doesn't even open all the way because it's caught on bacon. Anyway, so here I have scraps to make stock. I've got frozen veg over there. We've got crap all under here. Oh, there's more frozen scraps. Let's close this. My refrigerator is not that bad. I do kind of, I guess because I get in here more often than the freezer, it's not completely awful. So this is not really the main part that I'm concerned with. My main concern is the freezer, but I will tackle the fridge today. Let me stop rambling and cue the time lapse. Okay, it's all clean now, and I need to get all of these different little things. I actually need containers for them, but I'm gonna wait until February rolls around, which is in about a week. But all of my stuff is starting to melt, so I need to go ahead and get it in here and organized some kind of way. Also, I do have some of this stuff over here. Let me explain this. This is coffee. So I've started with the leftover coffee that we don't drink. I've started to put them in little shapes to freeze them. And I want to get, this is another one of those things I want to get for containers to put the different ice things in. Let me close this. If you saw the video from whenever we went to Daytona, the shopping thing, Lillian picked out a ton of ice things. I'm making coffee ice molds for coffee drinks. So I thought that was really neat, but I did notice that with these little silicone trays, whenever I would try to put them in the freezer, they would always spill everywhere. And so I have to start putting them in this little glass dish so that whenever they do spill out, it's not in there, it's in here. And anyways, enough rambling. Let me go ahead and try and figure out some type of organization system for this first drawer. Another thing that I wanted to do while I'm putting these back in the freezer is wipe down all of the Coca-Cola that got melted all over, like it's already starting to melt and it's all over my countertop. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe these off as I put them in the freezer. Frozen blueberries. Frozen blackberries. Frozen okra. Frozen garlic. Frozen red onion. Frozen celery. Frozen celery. Frozen butter papers. Spinach and cheese tortellini. I should get this for dinner one night this week. That sounds really good. Another frozen garlic. I should probably combine these into one bag. Let's go ahead and close that. Frozen banana. And 2 more frozen bananas. Again, this is for banana bread. Yeah, this one looks really bad. These are tortilla bowls that I had left over. So instead of throwing them away or letting them go bad, I decided to freeze them. And there's like 8 in here. So I thought I was being very frugal with that. This is a container of yeast that was in the little pouches. And I don't know if yeast can go bad or not. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather it be in the freezer and know that it's going to be safe as opposed to it sitting in the little pouch with it rolled up. And I have several of these ice pouches that my in-laws left here when they were here in September. So, Mark and Christine, you can come get these. And there we have it. Only thing that's left out here is this from the coffee. Rinse some warm water over it and get it washed. Wipe down my counter. Moving on to the big drawer. This one is not going to be as bad as this top one just because this one had the Coke explosion in it and this one didn't. But this one definitely needs to be organized as well. But here we've got frozen strawberries, hot dog buns. After doing the 2023 food budget situation, I learned so many little hacks and shortcuts to food and food preservation. It is unreal. Like, these are tortilla shells that I've saved so that they didn't go bad, just to save a few pennies. Some squash and zucchini. This goes in a ice chest, I think. Frozen blanched kale that I use for smoothies. A chicken carcass to make chicken stock. If you like Texas Roadhouse rolls, this right here, the Sister Schubert's, or is that what it's called? Yeah, Sister Schubert's. These I got at Sam's. This is the exact dupe for the Texas Roadhouse rolls. All you have to do is learn how to make some cinnamon butter. it's actually time for me to make a new batch of stock. So last year I also learned how to make vegetable stock, and it turns out that it's really easy to make. I just save all of my vegetable scraps, and once I get a bag or two, then I will cook it down, make stock out of it. But right now I am out of the containers, so I need to order some more. That will be one thing that gets ordered come February. This is chicken fried steak. There's like 4 chicken fried steak patties left in here. That's one of the things that I do not know how to make is chicken fried steak, and so I always have to buy the pre-cooked ones. So if you have an easy recipe to make chicken fried steak, put it in the comments and I will try to make it. A big 5-pound thing of bacon. This is not the best bacon in the world. I will never buy this kind again. A video that I should do, things not to buy from Sam's, because this is awful. And then we have one more banana that needs to go up there. And this one doesn't really look that bad, which to be fair, this did not have a Coke that exploded in it. And since this one is not as messy as this one up here, I'm not going to take it completely out. I'm just gonna give it a good wipe down with some bleach spray. Okay, since I now have this one cleaned out, I'm going to go ahead and try to get some type of organization going in here. So my veg stock, I think I'm going to keep it over here because this is stuff that I don't like use all the time, but I need to save it, but it needs to be like out of the way. Along with the rotisserie chicken carcass. I am going to make some chicken stock, but I need a second one to go with it. So I'm going to wait to make this probably whenever I make. If you guys want me to do a video on how to make chicken stock or vegetable stock, just let me know. Let me know in the comments and I can make that happen for you. And then squash, this is stuff that I use. I actually need the different containers. So whenever I have my squash, like I have my other things that I save up here. Like with my fruits, I want to do a section of like my strawberries, the blueberries, the blackberries, that's up here, but there's just a lot in this bag compared to up here. So I'm gonna keep that down here for now. Easy dinner situations. I guess I'm just gonna stack everything up like this. Breads, and then the tortillas. And then I'm also going to go ahead and grab these little bowls right here and put those together. These go in my smoothies, which would also be like with the strawberries and the blueberries and blackberries and stuff like that. And see, that's what I need, different little containers so that I can separate them out like that, so that they're not just all mixed together. And then the dinner rolls are gonna go in here as well. Now, whenever it comes to this huge thing of bacon, I'm not gonna put it in here. The only reason it's in here is because I was lazy and didn't want to take it out to the deep freezer outside. So let's go put this in the deep freezer outside and I'll show you what we have going on out there. This is our stand-up freezer that is massive. It's way bigger than me, hence the name Dahmer. Okay, so here's my bacon, the other half of it. So this thing that I got was 10 pounds. This one's not open because I broke the other one down. It come in 2 slabs for 10 pounds of bacon. And again, this is awful bacon. I will never buy it again after this is finished. But I have to finish this first before I buy more bacon. So let me give you a little quick rundown on what's in the freezer and the setup that I have right now. Okay, so I just set this up here for right now. Now, we do live in Florida, and there are always those circumstances where things could go awry and we lose power. So I do have gallon-sized Ziploc bags of ice in here for just in case situations. And then, what is this? Oh, that's a steak. I didn't even know that was up there. So there is no, like, specific organization with this setup. There's more ice packs down here. Hey, you can never be sure, right? Okay, so I do want to get this completely organized as well, but I need to figure out some type of situation. So that's what we're gonna do right now. These in here are boneless, skinless chops. That's what all of these are. So I have those in this drawer. And then here we've got chicken. I was lazy and did not break these down before I froze them, but I have 2 huge things of chicken. I think these were buy one, get one free at Publix. And whenever I see those type deals, I always grab them. This is, oh, that's the bacon. I know, it's beeping at me. These right here are the same situation, the Publix pork tenderloins. These were buy one, get one. And then back here, I got these from Sam's. These are the John Souls. I know that if you've been following me for a while, you know that I really enjoy these, or my family really enjoys these. I enjoy cooking with them just because they're so easy. And then over here, we've got boneless, skinless chicken breasts. This right here is my husband's favorite, the spinach and ricotta ravioli. These are so good. I've only found them at Sam's. And then that is soups. I love soup. Steven doesn't really care for soup, so I don't get soup a ton. And so I buy these to like hold me over during like the winter season. I know, my goodness, let me close this for a second. Okay. Maybe that'll shut them up for a little bit. Okay, so down here we have more ice. We have some cod and salmon that I got from Sam's. This was on clearance, and this was part of the last food haul. If you caught that, I still have not used it yet. I just kind of keep forgetting that it's even in here. And then this is like brisket and ribs from Bessie, half a cow that we bought like 2 years ago. And this is just the leftover pieces that I haven't used yet. And then down here, surprise, surprise, we have more ice. So you may think I'm kind of crazy for that, but it's okay. Over here, again, leftover from Bessie that we haven't used yet. We've got some flank steaks and some bucko. Up here, we've got some frozen veg because I have full intentions of making hibachi on the Blackstone. I just haven't got around to it, but I have my mixed veg for whenever that time comes around. And then this is, what is that? Oh, that is ham bones from Thanksgiving ham. Anyway, so this is the setup that we have out here, and I decided to go ahead and bring my bacon back out here. It's really difficult to do this with one hand, so let me get my tripod. Okay, so I've already got pork up here. We've got chicken, pork. I'm gonna move this chicken up here. This is pork. Let me move these. I guess I can put those up here. Oh, I don't have any ground beef. Pork. I'm gonna move these pork tenderloins in this drawer. So there's all of that. We've got chicken, French fries. I don't think I mentioned those. These come from Sam's as well. I think I can put the bacon down here with this bacon right there. Ice. Here's some steak. I don't have any other steak. I'm gonna stick this in the door for right now. Chicken, random things. Let's see. Fish. Let me move this in here. I think what I should do is move all of the ice down here. Is that what I should do? Let me put all of leftover Bessie. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this out and stick it in the door. Move this up here. Woo, my hands are freezing. Okay, ice. Now. Ice. Ice. I don't think that's gonna shut, will it? It might. Okay, here we go. This is the final product of the only thing that I can think of to straighten this up to get some type of organization. We've got our fish up here, and then this is beef technically. It's ribs. There's just no other place for it here. All of this is pork chops and pork tenderloin. Over here on this shelf is all chicken. So we've got the boneless, skinless chicken, but then we also have these boneless, skinless chicken, and then we have the John Souls. Down here, I thought about moving the bacon in with the pork up there, but I decided I'm just gonna keep it right here. This kind of froze in a weird position in the other freezer. So it's good there. Raviolis and soup, these are kind of like those one-off situations. This used to be stacked up to here because it come with 6 of these huge bags. We've just already cleared out 3 of them. Hello. And then I went ahead and moved all of my ice packs from half from the top shelf down here with these, and then both of these container or drawers are ice as well. In the door, we've got the ham bone, we've got mixed veg, we've got steak. So everything else from here down, it's not steak, but it is beef products. Like flank steak, skirt steak, we've got some bucco, all those different random things whenever you buy a cow. So this is the last look of our Dahmer, and I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a roll of paper towels while I'm out here. And we're back in the house. Let's tackle the fridge. Like I said, it's really not that bad compared to the freezer, but here we go. Our neighbor gave us these. We are not wine people, but Steven gave him something from the garage, and he showed up at our house with 2 bottles and said, Happy New Year. So we now have 2 bottles of Cabernet Sauvignon. That is disgusting. I assume this is gross because any other wine that I've ever tried has always been gross, so I just don't know what else to do with it. We didn't want to be rude and be like, we don't drink wine. That is not going to come out, so I'll just have to kind of wipe around it. Fruit drawer and yogurt. Vegetable drawer. Meat and cheese drawer. And this is why I grabbed another roll outside. The main part is finished. Now let's get started on this door and that one. Condiments. Teriyaki sauce, ketchup, garlic butter. No, I'm gonna freeze up. And here we have it. Completely organized and cleaned from top to bottom. It feels so good, everything, all the beautiful colors. Got the juices, we got the drinks up here, the dog food, we got the cheese and meat drawer. So definitely going to work. Oh, I haven't swapped these over. I need to put these in these little bags, but I definitely want to work on getting some separator, divider, not shelves, but like little things just so that it's better organized and not so thrown in together looking. But this is as good as it's gonna get for now because organized containers is on my no-buy list for January. So this is it. A hard day's work cleaning the fridge.